Hey, it's Terry. I'm here with my family and we're going to discuss our recent trip to Destin, Florida. There's Candi, Jewel, and Shelton. We also had Mandy and Jocelyn with us, but they're at school and at home and things today. But we were just having lunch and discussing all the fun that we had at Destin, and decided to come up with our favorite things. And my favorite thing was the motel. We stayed at the Residence Inn by Marriott. It was reasonably priced. I was able to use my AAA discount. It had a nice pool, a baby pool, a hot tub, tables to sit outside. It was very, very comfortable, and it was one of the cleanest places that I've stayed in. And while it's pet friendly, we have a couple of my grandchildren are allergic to pets, so we didn't have any issues in our room. So even though it's pet friendly, there are spaces that are safe for people who have pet allergies. I eat low carb keto. I was able to have a fantastic breakfast every morning with eggs and either sausage or bacon, spinach, salsa, and they had hot coffee, iced coffee. So I was able to have a really good breakfast every morning while they enjoyed, biscuits and gravy and waffles and the other breakfast fare. And in the evenings, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they have snacks and things. So I enjoyed some really good grilled chicken and things in the evening, and I felt like I got a really good value for the money. And I enjoyed the fact that we had 2 separate bedrooms plus what do you call it? A sleeper sofa and a rollaway bed, and our own kitchen for the special foods for my granddaughter Jocelyn, and for my Waters and Candy's Waters and the things, we all eat kind of crazy, so we were able to have that. That was one of my very favorite things. And I enjoyed the fact that we were in a nice area of the town. It's called Sandestin. It's a planned community, but we were like 2 blocks from a really nice shopping center called Grand Boulevard. And also we were like just a couple of blocks from Baytown Wharf. I think Jewel will talk about that in a little bit. But the fact that we were in those safe areas, we had a motel, we got a lot of value for our money. We probably ate $200 a day worth of food. So I would say that was a great benefit for me, and just being with my family, and it was a very relaxing trip. There's Candi. Candi, what was your favorite part of the Destin trip?
I'm thinking number 1 would be the view of the beach. The beach is like, I'm from Louisiana, so our beaches and stuff are not clear whatsoever. They're pretty much muddy and brown. Even whenever we go places like Galveston and stuff that has the ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, the water there is brown. So it's a nice experience to be able to see the beautiful blues and greens of the waters, and actually be able to see the fish swimming around. You can see your toes. It's pretty awesome. We went to Henderson Beach State Park, I think is what it's called, which I absolutely loved being able to do that, because it's less crowded than the public beaches, and they have showers for you to rinse off, and they have covered pavilions so you can have like lunch or just get out of the sun for a little while, and then they have bathrooms, and they had several of those throughout the park, which makes it really neat. And it wasn't very expensive. I think it was $6 for our whole carload to get in. So that was, to me, it was definitely worth paying to get in, to not be as crowded, because we did pass the public beach as well as the private beaches and stuff whenever we were going to the spa, which I'll talk about in a minute. And it was so crowded. So I'm so thankful to have been able to actually enjoy being at the beach and not feel like there was so many people, right up in your business. I loved being able to play in the sand with my 3-year-old. Me and her jumped the waves a little bit in the water. She loved it until it splashed in her face. So she played in the sand a lot, and I loved being able to just, sit back and watch her play, and then watch my big kids play, get out in the water with my mom and my sister and enjoy family time, which, was the best part of the whole thing, was being able to spend time with the family. And then I would say my next favorite part would be whenever I went to the Surfside Spa. My therapist, I think her name was Judith. she did a facial and a 60-minute massage, so I got like 2 hours worth of services done. It was amazing. She was very professional, very quiet. You know, although there was, you know, a few other issues along the way, I thoroughly enjoyed it and left there super duper relaxed. My skin has never felt so wonderful. But I think that's, you know, I enjoyed the motel. They did have some games and stuff, or Connect 4. I think they had the one game. So we got to do that one day. The pool was really nice. Having the kiddie pool was amazing for Jesslyn because, you know, she's only 3. So it was nice for her to just be able to walk around in that pool and not worry about her drowning. So I mean, although I loved everything about it, I think that those were my favorites.
Jewel, what were your favorite parts about the Destin trip?
My favorite parts were definitely the beach, because the water, like she said, it was so beautiful and clear, and the beautiful blues and the greens that you could see from the distance. And also the waves that came, they were really relaxing. Most of them were really relaxing, and when they would hit you, and then it was just, the beach was just amazing, and it wasn't that crowded. So probably my next favorite thing was probably the Baytown Wharf. It had like amazing things to do, and so 2 of the things I did were like a jumping trampoline where you're hooked to bungees and you can jump really high and do flips and things. That was super fun. And then also they had an obstacle course. I wasn't able to fully complete it, but I think I did pretty well, and that was super fun. They also had a bunch of shopping centers and restaurants, which was super cool about that, and it was just an amazing experience. And then my next favorite thing was just the beauty of all the town and just Destin in general. They had tons of beautiful like setups, and the outlets looked amazing. There's so much stuff to do there, so many fun things. You would actually have to have at least a week to complete everything. It was super amazing, and just how it was set up. So yeah, that's things that I liked.
My number one favorite thing was going to the Baytown Wharf and doing the zip line, which was my first time ever doing it, and T said if I yelled my T is the best, she'd give me $20. So I did, and I got $20, which is the easiest money I ever made. And like Joel said, the obstacle course, I did completely finish it, and it was so fun. But the arcade was one of the best things there. It was very cheap, but it had great prizes for great amount of tickets, and it was pretty good. My second favorite thing was the beach, which was very beautiful.
Awesome. Well, I think and you actually played basketball. The hotel had basketball courts and all that too. Did you play basketball too? Yeah, they were able to go and check out a basketball and play on the basketball courts. That was a lot of fun too. I forgot about that. So I think all in all, it was a good family trip. We had a great time there. We enjoyed everything. Destin treated us well, and we hope to see it again in the future. Bye.